Hello students. In today's class we shall discuss Unit 11, The Little Mechanic, that is written by Nathaniel Hawthorne. So in this class we are going to discuss all question answer which is given on page number 117 of class 7th Gul Mohar 9th edition. See, the first question is talking about what? Here, what high hopes did Isaac's grandmother have for her grandson's future? Means grandson's who is? That is Isaac. What high hope? That is what? Okay. What high hopes did the neighbors have? So the hopes is talking about in question. What answer could be? We'll see down. See, question one. Answer one. So Isaac's grandmother thought that he would be an excellent workman when he grew up. So according to his grandmother, he would be an excellent workman. She was sure that he would do well in the world. Some of her neighbors may have thought that he would make beautiful furniture, and some have thought that he would become an architect who would build great mansions and churches with tall steeples. Yet others have thought that he would become clockmaker when he grew up. So these are the thoughts, that is thoughts and hopes. So that was concerned his future according to his grandmother as well as her neighbors. Question number two. How could Isaac's grandmother tell the time of the day, whether it was bright or cloudy? Talking about that, how could she was able to tell the time of the day, or whether the weather is bright or cloudy? So see, Isaac had made a sundial which could tell the time when it was bright and sunny. So he had made a sundial, and according to that, she could, see the time and tell it. He had also made a clock which was set to work by the dropping of water, and also a clock was made by him, which was set to work by dropping of water. The sundial and the water clock helped his grandmother to tell the time whether it was bright and cloudy. So answer is very simple, that according to this question he had made what? First of all, a sundial, and then after the second he had made a water clock. So these are the two things that was made by him. Now question 3. Question 3, you can see that page number 2117 is given. What that unseen and inconstant and ungovernable wonder? Unseen. Here student, it is unseen. Just wait, let me correct it. Unseen. Okay. Just wait. Okay, unseen. Unseen, and then after inconstant. Inconstant, ungovernable. That is an okay. Ungovernable wonder. So question is asking about what is this wonder, then why it is called inconstant and ungovernable, and okay, now fine. See, according to this question, wait, okay, let me take my pen. Okay, see, question number 3, that unseen, that is again seen, which is sin is written, that is seen. Unseen, inconstant, ungovernable wonder. What is this wonder? Why it is called inconstant and ungovernable? So the wind is wonder referred to here. Talking about what is wonder, so answer is the wind. The wind is wonder. Then why it is called inconstant and ungovernable? So the wind has been called inconstant because the wind keeps the changing both speed and direction. It is inconstant means why? Because the wind keeps changing both speed as well as direction. It can blow however it likes, gently as a breeze or strongly as a storm. Okay, it is ungovernable because no one can control the wind. So the answer is very simple. It is called because it keeps changing both speed and direction, and however it likes gently as a breeze as well as strongly as a storm, and it is ungovernable because no one can control that wind according to the right. Question number 3. Question 3 says, why did Isaac make it so and how? So, Isaac made the wind tell him the measure of its strength. He did this by jumping against the wind. By the length of his jump, he could calculate the force of the wind. So, see that how how he had made these things though, so that he could tell the wind can tell him the measure of its strength. How? When he started jumping against the wind, he could make it, and by the length of his jump, he could calculate the force of the wind. Okay. Now, question 4. What kind of windmill did Isaac build? Did it actually work? How can you tell? So he built a small model of a windmill. It was complete in its parts and machinery. It had a little linen sail that whirled around when there was a wind. So according to this, that linen sail and his machinery, he had made it. And how we know? Okay, how we know? So we know that the model windmill really worked because if wheat was put into the little hooper of the windmill, it would be converted into flour. So, according to text, we can see that it is worked because if wheat was put into that little hooper of that windmill, so it is converted into flour. So, we can say that it is working. Question 5. As a boy, Isaac had discovered the mechanism of windmill. As a man, he explained to his fellow human beings the complex mechanism of the universe. How did Isaac Newton study the mechanism of the universe in paragraph 12? It's talking about this question. And which discoveries by him does the text mentioned in paragraph number 13? So let's see question. Question number 1, according to that, the answer could be he studied the mechanism of the universe by reading books of mathematics. Okay, so he by reading books on mathematics and natural philosophy, he could know he studied about mechanism. Okay, he also thought deeply about different things. For instance, he gazed curiously at the stars and wondered about the nature, distance and power. So with the help of these things, he could know and studied about machinery. Answer B. The text mentions that Isaac Newton was the first to find the nature of light. Okay, he discovered the force of gravitation and then figured out all the laws by which planets are guided to the sky. So question 2 is this. Okay. Now question A and B is clear with the help of these answers. Now the last is answer number 6. First of all, we will read question. It's talking about, I seem to myself as a child playing on the seashore and picking up here and there as a curious shell or pretty pebbles, while the boundless oceans of truth lies uncovered before me. Very good lines. When I read these lines, I become very happy. The thought of insecurity. So, in this statement, the sea or the ocean has been compared to truth. What has been represented as a curious shell or pretty pebbles, and why? The question B is asking, why do you think Isaac Newton saw himself as a child in this image? And what feelings does this statement express? Answer A. In this statement, the discoveries that Isaac Newton made or the laws of mechanism which he understood have been represented as a curious cell or a pretty pebble. So that is clear. These discoveries have been compared to shells and pebbles you know because although they were very important in themselves, they were small compared to the vast oceans of truth, the many things which Jacques had not been able to understand when he was that. It means he says that the truth is very vast, so many things he has to discover. He yet not understand the thing, so his mind should be like a child. Okay, answer B. Isaac Newton saw himself as a child in this image because felt as small, curious, wondering, and excited as inexperienced as a child compared to the vast ocean of truth that guided our universe. So, according to that, when he could be a child, there will be curious, wondering, and excitement in him. Now, the last answer. This statement expresses wonder at working of the world's that many laws and truth that still lie undiscovered. Means many things that is still undiscovered. Okay. It expresses curiosity to know these truth. What is undiscovered? It also expresses humbleness. It shows that Isaac Newton, far from feeling proud of his achievements, and was wise enough to realize that there were still many things to be understood and discovered, and thus felt humble and small instead of feeling grand and important. So that was all about this class, students. All the questions of this chapter we have been discussed here in this video, and I hope that all the questions what we discussed here that somewhere understood by you all. So in the next class I will try to give another chapter's question answer, and if you have any doubt and you want to ask anything, you can comment in comment box. So till that time, student, thank you and have a nice day.